Had been in the kitchen about 10:30. I left the kitchen, I closed the door to the bedrooms, went into the bathroom, brushed my teeth, got into bed. My wife called, she was out of town, and we were speaking on the phone for, I don't know, less than a minute, and I heard a little beeping noise, and I wasn't sure at first if I heard the noise, and I said, "Honey, I think I hear some noise. Hang on a second." And then I heard it again, and I said, "I've got to go check that out. It sounds like it's coming from the house." At that point, I was in bed, and I didn't smell anything. I knew nothing about any problem other than I had heard a noise. When I got out of bed and walked about 10 feet to the door that opens into the living room, I started to smell smoke. And then when I opened the door, I realized I was in trouble because I couldn't see anything. That smoke was so thick that I couldn't see the hand in front of my face. At that point, all I could think about was I could die here. As I stepped into the living room, I started to have breathing problems almost immediately. I could tell that I really couldn't be in the house for very long. I couldn't see anything, I couldn't breathe, and it really gave me an appreciation for how dangerous and how quickly the house can fill up with smoke. I would say it wasn't more than 20 minutes or 25 minutes from the time I left the living room and the kitchen until I came back into it that the house was filled with smoke and was, extremely dangerous.
Smoke alarms save lives. In a house where you have no working smoke alarms, you're twice as likely to die in a fire. Smoke alarms buy you time to get out safely.
You hear about how quickly smoke fills a house. You hear about how quickly it's hard to breathe. I'm an example of that for sure. It really was completely overwhelming immediately.